a different mindset mentality for this team, even though expectations are always so high for your program?
I was about to say we have low expectations now.
I was not gonna say that.
It's what I don't know if we don't talk much about that. We talk about there's some guys that haven't done a whole lot that are going to play, so we just put as much pressure on them now. It's not fair to put pressure on them in October. So I hope there's more pressure on them in a first padded practice than there is next fall in front of 110,000. That's our job, to make it very stressful. Find out who can, because there's a lot of great athletes who don't respond to stress very well. Don't respond to difficult situations. And then there's others that maybe are a little bit lesser athlete that, the JT Barrett of the world, and that's a perfect example. He's only an inch too short, he's this, but I'll tell you one thing, on double overtime at Penn State, we saw what we saw. So, but we try to create that here more than worry about expectations and figuring out who's going to play.
Third row left, Tim.
Urban, what has the process been like for Marcus Ball from where he was as a freshman to where he is now?
So very good. Tim Hinton and now Coach Warren have done I can't, and we're not out in the woods, but you're talking about a guy that was ready to be sent home, and he's doing well in school. He's going to hopefully graduate here, I think, shortly, and that's a credit to his family and really credit to him. That's this story. Well, you make an example of it, you get rid of him. That's not going to happen here.
When he was a freshman and going through that time when he was close to leaving the program, did you envision that he would end up at this point as the veteran tight end on the team?
I guess with players, I'm usually the guy that's half full guy instead of half empty. I mean, we wouldn't recruit him if we didn't think he could be a heck of a player here. Social issues and other issues that people deal with when they move away from home, the typical 18, 19-year-old garbage. If you can get them through that, then a lot of times they develop.
Second row left, Ari.
Urban, I know that you've mentioned in the past that you have some trepidation about how quickly the recruiting process has progressed in terms of how early you have to get in on guys. I've noticed that there's kind of been a trend where you guys and other programs have accepted commitments from out-of-state prospects who have yet to visit. I was wondering what that is like for you in terms of taking those commitments, and then when they finally come, how the vibe of their visit might be different because they've pledged but they haven't been here yet.
It's bizarre, and I don't know the answer to that other than it's hard to say no to a great player, but we also understand there's the chance of everybody sticking. And my wife says it best, saying we got a commitment, she's no big deal. Let's see when they sign. I'm like, come on. But that's true. And the good thing is when they come visit, it's usually probably better than you even expected. So, but I've never. Let's just get faster and faster and faster. I think we've had a couple of commit that we're even here. They're good players.
How far can you think? I know it's all about keeping up with everybody else and making sure you guys don't get left behind, but could you ever envision yourself looking at a middle schooler?
Middle school, like 6th, 7th graders and all that.
If you're offering 19 kids, that's one more year in your middle school.
I'm not offering 19-year-old or 9th graders, maybe our staff. I guess we get involved in that nonsense. Good question.